Bingo! You found the Fiberoptic Bronchoscope kept in the substerile space behind the operating rooms. Really, more importantly than finding the fiber optic scope itself is the location of the difficult airway cart or difficult airway tower here, which really has everything we need in an emergency airway situation. But for now, we're going to focus on the fiber optic bronchoscope. There are multiple components to the fiber optic bronchoscope. It's not a simple, easy thing to hook up, especially in an emergency. Importantly, the scopes used to be kept in this side door here, but for sterility reasons, IP&C has asked us to keep them in a sterile container. To keep it simple, I've made the mnemonic 1, 2, 3 for the fiber optic scope. So number 1 is that there's one power cord that does need to be plugged in if this tower is brought into the room. And this should illuminate or turn on the other devices automatically. I usually check to make sure that they are all always on so that when this is plugged in, power is given to these devices. So one power cord to be plugged in. 2 is for 2 bronchoscopes. As I said, they're kept in these sterile containers and locked now for infection control purposes, but there are 2 scopes, a small pediatric one and a regular adult one. Finally, 3 refers to 3 ends that need to be plugged in to set up this equipment. So the first end is the video input end that plugs in here. The second end is the light source that goes up where the light is coming out. That's how I remember it. And then you can see that there is now light illuminated on the third end of these cords, and this is the end that would plug in to whichever bronchoscope you chose to use, the adult or the pediatric bronchoscope. So 1 plug, 2 scopes, 3 ends to be plugged in for the fiber optic cords of the bronchoscope.